Because for people like me, arranged marriage is weird. I have to find
another adjective for it.
It's weird. Like you don't have you actually don't have the freedom to.
But you're given a choice out of whatever's chosen for you. I'll come to you and say, Ro, you have to have a banana, and you can choose one fruit out of these four, but you don't like them, right? You want to have a peach. You don't want to have a banana, but I'll say, no, you got to have out of this. So, you can choose from them. So it's kind of not right, but right, if you know what I mean. Then it's not classified as forced, but it's arranged. So the whole thing arranged for you. So
it doesn't have to be this way either. I mean, for us, what arranged means is you were just presented with an option and you found it good, but you don't have to take it. For us, that was arranged.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can say no to them, but it's always like, okay, then they'll bring you, for our culture, it's like they'll bring you another set of selection.
What I had with my dad, for example, is he would screen some of them before telling me.
Yeah.
So he would have to approve at least, for example, the reputation or what kind of family they come from. If he completely disagrees with that, he would not even tell me that XYZ.
Family background, massive thing. Family background, education.
Yeah. Sometimes that happens when it comes through him first. He would screen them first before telling me.
Okay, let's do the intro first.
Okay.
Right. Welcome to Abu Dhabi Talks.
Wait, I wasn't looking. In the camera.
So now, are you looking now?
Yes.
Welcome to Abu Dhabi Talks. Hi everyone. So together with me are my lovely co-hosts, Freya Jafar and Sana Diab.
Hi. Our show today is about the differences and similarities between arranged and love marriages. We were talking amongst us, Ro and Freya, and we three of us have different kind of experiences. So we were wondering, how does everybody else see the differences?
I personally don't understand arranged marriage. Like before, I didn't have friends before who were in arranged marriages. It's really when I came to the Middle East that I've started, meeting people. And in the beginning, it was like, what? That's weird. Why? But
you heard of it before, though.
Let's always tell us what kind of marriages we all had. So Rose had what we would
classify love marriage. Yeah.
Sana?
I've also had a love marriage. We're not still together.
I had an arranged marriage, traditional Desi arranged marriage.
Yeah. So we all have different backgrounds, and some of us, like Ro, she never met someone with arranged marriage. I don't know. Did you hear about this before? Like arranged?
No, only with the monarchs. Before, like if you're a royal, then you do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we are royals.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you about my HRH title. So marriages as well, it's how we are sort of culturally conditioned to understand them. So for instance, Ro is culturally conditioned to understand that what the heck is this, an arranged marriage? Similarly, and our understanding of arranged marriage, okay, families get involved, they do background checks for you, they take out the hassle of finding out that this person's not a psychopath, when sometimes they do end up being psychopath. So it just depends that our minds are more open to accepting the idea when we're raised in that culture. So it's also, the understanding you come with, and then obviously your own sort of life, how your marriage is, that impacts you greatly.
To not be able to choose who to love, and especially who to marry, because that's a permanent thing in my head. Who to marry. That is, think of another word aside from weird.
I battled with that because, like you, I was stuck in the middle of both of you because, being sort of Eastern but raised in the West, my mind was West, so I couldn't understand it as well. So I was kind of like Ro and sort of kind of like Sana, in terms of thinking. So, but I kind of
But you did
understood.
point out a very good thing a while ago, that arranged marriage is not forced marriage. You know,
Yeah,
there are two different things.
Yeah. So today we have a competition brought to us by Fresh Bakes, who are based in Raha Mall. And the details of the competition you will see listed with this video. However, to win, you have to find the secret word, which we will reveal in this video. So stay tuned.
Joining us tonight are John and Marilyn. So they are in a love marriage.
How are you?
And to talk about arranged marriages, we have Anchal
Hi.
and another guest who wishes to remain anonymous. So we'll call her Annie.
Yeah, I'm a bit nervous. I don't really know what I've signed up for here.
Okay, we first met at a church event. It was a Christmas event, and I was doing a silent auction. He wanted to get to know me a little bit more, so he made a bid on a set of glasses. They were very cheap glasses, but he bid on them quite a bit of money. So I would have to then contact him after the event.
And that allowed me to get a phone call from Marilyn, and then we met, and then we started to hang out together as mates.
This is your second marriage, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so but I actually don't know if the first marriage of yours was arranged or love.
No, that was a love marriage, love come arranged thing.
Okay.
And 10 years I knew that guy, and then we got married. And then it lasted for just 1.5 years. It lasted, and that's all.
So the process started by parents breaking the news to other members of the family, etc., and having a Western upbringing and, you know, a different way of life was quite a bit of a culture shock for me, for my parents to even assume that we should look for a compatible partner abroad.
There was a major difference of ideologies, and it was a long distance relationship to start with, and I was in my college days, and I was really young, and I was enjoying life, and then it was all hassle free and everything was good, and then there was a major difference of ideologies when we started staying together, and somewhere there was lot of lack of interest, weirdly. When we were in a long distance relationship, all was good. But then suddenly there was lack of interest, lack of conversation, lack of love altogether, lack of understanding.
So now your second marriage is love?
No, this is absolutely
Arranged.
an arranged marriage. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely an arranged marriage. Yeah.
And I was always keen to tell everyone at work that we were just friends, and I was single, and we were free agents, and we could do whatever we want, and we weren't tied to anything, and it was very relaxed and easy. And one day, one of the girls said to me, well, if you're both free agents and you're just friends, how would you cope if a guy asked your friend out on a date? And I hadn't even thought of that. I just thought that we were just single people just hanging about together. So I never realized that actually my feelings for Marilyn had grown so much, and the look in my face, this girl said to me, I think you need to do something about this friendship, because it's quite obvious that your feelings for Marilyn are more than just platonic.
Doctors are saying that she might go just any minute now. Telling that to a child, that your mother is going to leave us any minute, it took a toll on me, and then I messaged him out of the blue. I could not think of anyone but him. And we were just barely, we were just in talking terms that time. I messaged him, and I was not expecting any replies from him or anything. But he called me up. He said, I'm taking the next flight to Jaipur, to India. Don't worry, I'll be there next week. That is when it was like, okay, he's the one I want to spend my life.
So, that was our courtship.
That was our
we've been
courtship.
married 5 years
Such
now.
a
5 years
Such
in
a
the heart.
fascinating story.
But do you find that having been married before, that had an impact on how you are in this relationship? Because you've both been married before, And
Yeah. Yeah. So we've been pretty pragmatic, especially with kids and grandkids and what have you. And we get on really well with each other's
how many
children.
children do you have? Sorry, between you?
We got 5 between us and one granddaughter.
So were you pressured to marry this person? Were you like...
Yes, I feel I was. Like I said, I was getting calls at my workplace, and my father was speaking to my close friend.
So it was this person specifically, not like we just want to get her married, or both?
No, I didn't have a choice.
Okay.
There wasn't like, oh, you can choose option A or option B. It's like we found the person, and this is who it's going to be.
After my first divorce, I started working. I got back to my parents' place, and then I started working. And then 2015, my mother was diagnosed with cancer. So mom was always concerned about me, and she wanted me to be settled and wanted me to be happy in my family life. So that is when she actually put her foot down when she was unwell. She said, no, you need to get married. I said, it's okay. I mean, just let me be. I'm okay. I don't want to get married again. I'm okay working and all. She's like, no, all said and done, you must get married because I want to see you settle before I leave this world.
But at what point did you feel like, I shouldn't have done this? This is not for me.
I think it happened sort of straight away, to be perfectly honest with you. It was like
marriage ceremony, and
it was more the fact that I felt so let down by the person that had arranged this, whom I trusted immensely, a close family member, etc. And I thought, what have they put me into? It's just like, how could somebody do this to me? Was it jealousy? Was it hatred? Was it the fact that I had a better job than they had? What was it? I had so many questions. And inside I had this sort of volcano brewing, waiting to erupt. Because there were things that I wanted to ask and I felt I just couldn't ask because it was too late.
My husband's parents were also looking for a match for him. He was divorced the first time. And someone in the hospital only suggested my mother that, there's this family who was also looking for a nice girl, and I think you should meet that family. Someone from the hospital only suggested. So my mom was like, yeah, why not? Let's see.
This whole show started because we were wondering among us, what are the differences between arranged and love marriages?
Right.
For like myself, I got married out of love, but now I'm divorced. Yeah. Ro is married out of love. Freya is arranged marriage. So we're like, what are the similarities, differences?
I think, to be honest, for us, having lived through our lives, we're able to make informed decisions now at a sort of, at our middle age, if you like. Whereas had we been younger, having the advice of family and friends maybe would have made a bit of a difference on previous relationships we've been in. So the whole arranged marriage thing, it's not, I don't see necessarily as arranged, it's advised. If you're open to taking advice from your parents, from family and friends, and you're open enough and mature enough to look around you and think, well, this is working well and my friends support this, then you probably got a better chance of succeeding rather than not seeing the warning signs and people giving you advice, especially close family and friends, and then ignoring them and thinking that you're in love and then off you go.
Do you ever, if ever you would have more kids, but would you recommend arranged marriage to them?
No, never. I want them to learn how to fly and be free and make their choices, and I'll be happy to accept whatever choice they make, because having a cultural divide is very difficult. You're from two different, it works for some people, don't get me wrong, it does work for some people, there is a connection, there's a chemistry, but you have to be sort of mentally compatible.
It's absolutely up to them, but I would definitely say one thing, that it's not just two people getting married, it's two families getting married. That definitely makes a lot of sense. I mean, if my son tomorrow he wants to get married to a certain girl and he says that it's only the girl I would want to see and not the family, then I would tell him, no, better, that it doesn't happen like that. You know, in long term, especially in our society, the society where I come from, families matter.
Like, where are you now in your life? What do you think moving forward?
I think at this stage I'm at peace because I've done, all the sort of, the volcano erupted ages ago. And now at this stage I feel just calm, content. My children are happy. And I think I'm at that stage where, because they're older now, there's other challenges that I'm looking forward to, but happy challenges,
That's the thing. Go into it like this, forced. It's like you don't culture, personality, interests, hobbies, just sort of ideas of rating, everything. There's not a single point you can tick. It's like almost like
jokes, even jokes,
Yeah.
The humour.
And you proposed in the December.
Yes.
And then we got married the following April, and then we came up to Abu Dhabi in the September.
Just one quick one. We actually got married in March, darling.
Oh, March. It's supposed to be the mum that gets that wrong.
That's okay. I'll remember that for next time I'm in the doghouse.
With the problems that life throws at you, it's essential to have like a good sense of humor, or a temperament that matches one another. So when all these boxes are like not ticked, and you're supposed to birth the stranger's children, accept their family, give up your life. See, for
Does
me,
your husband
culture, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Does your husband agree with you now that your kids shouldn't have to go through
Absolutely, because we both feel we gave each other a very hard time in the initial stages.
That's good.
It was like when you're supposed to have that honeymoon phase, we didn't actually have that.
So the secret word
is
bakery.
Spell that now. So the prize this week from Fresh Bakes is a choice of either a cake, so chocolate or red velvet or vanilla, or you can have cupcakes. It's a lovely prize of cakes, and you'll love it. I love Fresh Bakes personally. I used to live close to there, and it's just wonderful, delicious. I'm trying to
so much.
Thank you. It was lovely to meet you.
Thank you.
Lovely seeing you all. Thank you. Bye-bye.
I'm gonna wrap up. Thank you so much.
Take care. Lots of love.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Bye. Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Okay, then. Well, thank you for
Right.
very much. And
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. See you next Thursday.